Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. And that gets things running. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into a stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf.
Can he finish? And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And we have our very first corner. That's a decent clearance. And now they can spring out of defence. That is good alertness. He's shifting through the gears here. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Forlan. Now, can they get it? Salah! Just not quite happening for him just now.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get the reward if they can stick at this.
It's their second corner of the game. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Madrid are looking to go forward now. No goals as yet. And this is Mohamed Salah. Roberto Carlos gets it clear. Out beyond the defence. And Drogba is on his own. And the shot! He scored! That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing. Having the composure to score is another.
Madrid are in front now. The game's only goal.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos delivers. Easy enough for the goalkeeper. And here's Mbappe. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Roberto Carlos kept his eye on it, and he's there. Mbappe is onto this. Mbappe, oh, that's fabulous. Cleared away. And it's Bergkamp. And here's Drogba. Drogba! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
It's certainly a bold attempt, and there's nothing wrong with that. Shame he didn't work the keeper a bit more, though.
Threads one in.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Kaz.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
He's on it. Can he get away?
Has been indicated.
Laid down the flank.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Oh, that is a chance! They've done it! And there's the goal they've been looking for. And we hit half-time. We'll look back on the first 45 minutes.
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
So off we go once more.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here.
They shot a goal! He's done very well to get to that.
Rummenigge really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Corner number 3 coming up. He rises! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Yeah, it's good movement though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Rummenigge. He's a sharp little ball here. It's fallen! No mistake! The second half sparks straight into life. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
We have got ourselves a game here.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play because it seems to have worked. They've got to kick on from here now.
Madrid appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Forlan. And Paz purring through the gears.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question...
Has a shot! Oh my word, that is quite something! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
We have ourselves a real game here.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is a...
Can he finish? He scored! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department. Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
He's made sure that's not getting through. And he's heaved it away. Bernardo Silva.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And he was quick to react. Baresi. Mbappe receives it in a good position here. And the shot! And yes, it's there! And the lead lost no time at all.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
Wonderfully smooth, smart, and slick.
Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was pretty much perfect.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Beckham. Now it's Bernardo Silva. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He's had a shot!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And that is it. The referee has seen enough. What a game. A contest of ferocity and marvellous talent from So what do you take away from it all, Jim? Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Brazil have gone 4-3, just the goalkeeper to... And a chance! There it is! The ideal start!
Well, talking about stepping things up from the off, that's how you start a football match.
They forced the error and extracted the chance for a shot! Really well taken goal. That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
And that is Torres! That's going to go a long way. Rummenigge. Now, can they get him away? Nice interception, well timed. And now they can clear their lines. Forlan is offering some sort of an apology there.
Yeah,
Oh, that's ambitious. Oh, he's been caught napping. Fired deep towards the back post. Shot a goal! That's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And smartly reclaimed. Oh, there's a probing ball. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Nice sequence of passes this. And let's go for a shot! Forlan. Rummenigge. That's been cut out, well played. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Cannavaro getting this one clear. Forlan. And this is Mohamed Salah. And it's Salah. That looks a decent ball. Zubimendi cuts it out. Aims beyond the defence. He is through here.
That's a shame because it was such a good decision. Fernando Torres really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Messi. Bellingham carries the ball down the right. There will be 1 minute added time. A player player of legendary status. And this is Torres. And the referee brings the first half to a close. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. So, all square at half-time, each side matching the other blow for blow at the break. Hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. Park Ji-sung, Cannavaro calmly anticipates. Probing pass.
That's positional goal, the utilisation of space.
And he's there to belt it away. He's only too happy to take that back. Nicely weighted ball. Park Ji-sung. Terrific header. He's delivered all right.
Oh, he's quite the pro. The speed and sharpness in his game gives him an advantageous edge, and he applies it with lethal effect. He's class, real class.
A lovely header, but really it was all about the delivery.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and read it perfectly.
Brazil get themselves into the lead.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
Passing is crisp and sharp.
Unless they can devise a quick counter-attacking plan, they're going to need to see much more of this ball.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
It's a searching pass. Jordan Henderson is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. That's a clever-looking ball. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Cannavaro gets rid without sophistication. Threads one in. Oh, this is a Mohamed Salah. Gets through on his own.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Now, who's going to be first to this? He's in plenty of space here. They get a throw in.
Substitution for Brazil. Number 7, Fernando Torres. Number 30, Messi.
And here's Rosicki. And this is shooting chance. And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench.
Number 2, Hernandez.
And we have our very first corner. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. And now they can spring out of defence. Chance here to counter. Looking for the run. Played out to the left flank. It's played through for him. And the shot! It's in! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Brazil could not have picked a better time to snatch a 2-goal lead. Is there still time? And we're done. Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end. Momentum shifting this way and that. The kind of match, as neutrals, we all love to come and see. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant
Hello,
buzz in the
everybody, and
stadium, and
welcome
the players
to
on the
today's
pitch are
match.
raring to go any minute now. Well, the pre-match build-up has been in itself. Well, we're underway. Well, we all know who created the concept of total football, but is it fair to say, Jim, that no one embodied it better on the pitch than this man, Ruud Gullit?
That is true, definitely. He has the pace, the power, the technique to play anywhere across the front line, but he also has the intelligence, the vision to play in a more withdrawn playmaking role, or even in defence. He could fill in and cover for any position as required, and he had the intelligence to be able to put it all together.
He really does have it all. Milan with the corner, there first. And it's been taken short. And now they can spring out of defence. He's got away. Forlan. And he's got... It's Forlan! Now, who's going to be first to this? Out again for a throw-in. In again. Mohamed Salah! No, couldn't quite control it.
That's good play. Plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
Costa Curta. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
That's a risky ball, you've got to say. So it is still 0-0. This looks promising. Aims beyond the defence. Rummenigge is onto this. And the keeper gets his hands on it.
They've certainly set out to cause a problem or two down that left flank. Rummenigge clearly looking the key component now with the concentration on width. Gives the defence a decision to make, whether to go zonal or man-to-man now.
And it's Belletti. Cafu calmly anticipates. Messi. That is good alertness. Mohamed Salah. Nicely weighted ball. Approaching the half-hour mark. Looking for options for movement. Bale tries a shot! That is decidedly lacking.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Gullit. And it's Messi. And the pass is intercepted. Rummenigge. Knocks it into space. He is through here. There's the shot! He scored! That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing. Having the composure to score is another.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
And the finish!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
He won't be happy with that one. Tries to play it through. Rummenigge! Oh, the ball, real chance! And he's following up!
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Kukçu. Now it's Bale. It's a searching pass. Cannavaro cuts it out. And that'll be the last act of the first half. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. So your views on the first half?
Well, it's obvious, Peter, that this team was set up to play on the break, and their opponents pretty much played right into their hands. So No wonder they've got their tails up at half-time.
Leading 1-0 at the break. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. Great chance! And it's hoisted clear. Cafu. And it's Hullet. Time and again they are repelled. Dixon.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
And he was quick to react. Kukchu is always looking to break lines. Oh, that's well spotted. Just coming up to the hour mark, and it's still 1-0. Milan are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Chouameni. Your impression so far, Jim?
They're ahead, but they're not playing as if they are. There seems to be more of an emphasis on protecting their lead than adding to it. It's all gone a little timid.
Good ball over the top. Dealt with nicely by the defence. It's a loose ball. He is just Hullet! And again! Decent enough try.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
That's really well manoeuvred. Hullet.
Milan really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it. Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Now it's Mohamed Salah, and he's picked it up out wide. Oh, it's played into the area. Takes a shot! Oh, and that should have been two.
And that reaction says it all. They had a real chance to tighten the screw there, and it's been blown.
I think we're just about done here. And this is Mohamed Salah. He has found the way through.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
There will be 1 minute added
He's had it
time.
nicked away. Not too much to add on here, just a minute. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two
Hello,
sides get
everybody,
ready to
and
lock
welcome
horns.
to today's
This is
match.
football at its finest. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. There's the whistle, and here we go. They appear to be shaping up in a 4-4-2 formation.
Well, the obvious standout in today's football in this system is that it provides you with extra presence in attack. With many shaky defences about, getting the right partnership in that department can pay rich dividends as long as there's a good early supply. So playing two strikers can be a real help to this team. I mean, 4-4-2 these days, Peter, gets a lot of criticism, but it's unfair. Any system can work if you've got the right players.
Rummenigge, nicely intercepted. Quality ball. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Now it's Mohamed Salah. And it's Bellingham. And he can clear it away. Oh, that's a key interception. Forlan. Great ball if he can get there. Oh, cracking ball. Adams gets rid without sophistication.
Yeah, the crowd have tried to spark some excitement, but to no avail. This needs something explosive.
Bellingham. Now it's Mbappe. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
True Bangkok United clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Bale. Oh, that's nice. He's had a shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Tries to get it clear. Now it's Mohamed Salah. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. He's cut it out.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Paz. And he was quick to react. And it's Salah. Looking to play him in. Look at the space here. Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given. Penalty. So a big chance now from 12 yards. This for the lead. And he's buried it. 1-0. Not a twitch, not a blink.
I just think the keeper committed himself too early.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
He is through here. Chance for a shot. Loose ball. Good chance here. And we have our very first corner.
There will be 1 minute
And
added
he gets
time.
rid in a hurry. Decent chance! Good effort, and it is right on half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead, and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Volunteers for each block.
Oh, what a
Please report
terrific
to the
45
staff room
minutes,
immediately.
all triggered by a helter-skelter tempo that has, been very open, end-to-end, ding-dong stuff with so much to enjoy. It's a cracking
Substitution
watch.
on the field.
Leading
Number
1-0 at
13,
the break.
Rivaldo. Coming on to replace him is
And we're
number
underway again.
21, Hazard.
A solitary goal. That has been the crucial difference. It's Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Now it's Bellingham. That's an imaginative pass. Bellingham. Robertson is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. And he's quick to get it clear again. And he's there to belt it away. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, it's a natural instinct to defend when ahead, but it's too early for them to settle into that practice just now. True Bangkok United really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
And he cuts out the supply. And he was there to get a vital touch.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he? They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Oh, terrible mistake. It's hit the uprights. It's a pretty loose pass. And he shoots! He should have put that one away.
Rummenigge has reacted in utter shock here. For him, the keeper has pulled off the impossible.
It's their second corner of the game. And that has been cleared. And the volley.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
He shapes the shoots! And he's managed to get rid. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Mohamed Salah, distributed tidily. And this is Mohamed Salah. Mohamed Salah finds himself offside.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Now it's Bellingham.
Mbappe!
Forlan. Now this could be a chance. He's one-on-one. Goes for a shot! Really well taken goal. 2 up now, and they are cruising. The lightness of step, the shot, and we're done. What a satisfying performance. A performance at times of determination and occasionally magic. Simply, they had all...